And a good day for a little nature lesson before we talk about the June-like forecast, not the January-like forecast we just experienced. This is from Ron Ronco, News 5 viewer Ron Ronco, and I've just learned tonight that a group of ladybugs known as a loveliness.
Aww, that's cute.
Pretty cute, right? Great shot by Ron. I think he lives in the Canyon City area. Such a cool looking shot. If you have any nature or weather photos or videos you want to share with us, you can find us on News 5, Facebook, KOAA 5. Send it to us that way or send me an email, alan.rose@koaa.com. Weather-wise today, nearly perfect weather conditions in the books. Hit a high of 74 after a low of 45 in the Springs, 80 at the daytime high in Pueblo. Both areas a little below average for this time of the year. And I got to tell you, after the hot weather we saw the past couple of weeks and the active windy weather the past few days, we will take a little break from Mother Nature any day of the week. Now tonight, things are relatively quiet across most of southern Colorado. I want to zoom on into Park County, Jefferson, and Douglas counties, right near the Terriol Reservoir. Maybe a little bit of light rain here, more than likely just some virga, since it's such a light green color on the radar, might not actually be reaching the ground. As we look at the bigger picture, high pressure is going to build in and influence the weather as we make our way towards the end of the week, and that's going to boost those temperatures a little bit each day. So the 70s we saw in the Springs today, those are going to change over to 80s. So watch what happens here as we take you hour by hour. By noon, already back up to near 70. For Monument, we'll be in the mid to upper 70s by the lunch hour. For the Springs, Canyon City, already back to the 80s, Pueblo and into the Plains. Gets hotter than that into the afternoon hours, and again, we'll see those buildups, the clouds over the mountains. More than likely, we stay dry, but maybe a few spits of rain up there across some of the higher peaks. Looking at tomorrow's weather hour by hour, you can see 49 degrees the low in the Springs, right around 50 in Pueblo. We'll be back to the 70s and 80s for the noon hour, and then daytime highs actually a little above average, but hey, not too bad considering that last weekend, before that severe weather hit, we saw 90s and triple digits. So I talked about the ridge of high pressure. This is going to bring in some much warmer conditions as it moves out of Texas into New Mexico towards the Four Corners region. And it's going to tap into a little bit of a southwesterly flow. This eventually transports a little more moisture into the mix. First, it's the heat, but by the weekend, I do think we will see an increasing chance of those afternoon thunder showers. So looking at your lows tonight across the area, no threat of below freezing temps. Could get pretty close around Alamosa. The rest of us generally down to the 40s and 50s. And your highs tomorrow as we tack on about 4 to 8 degrees of warming. We'll be back up to 80 in the Springs, 70s for Woodland Park and Monument, 80 expected out towards Rye. So for the Springs, near perfect weather Thursday, maybe an isolated shower Friday, but I think we hold off the better chances until Saturday. And you can see the temperature trend. We get very warm to hot heading towards early next week. For Pueblo, 80s only one day on your 7-day forecast, and we typically are in the 80s still this time of the year. Instead, we have lots of hot 90s heading your way with some scattered storms on Saturday, possibly a weak storm chance lingering into Sunday. Canyon City, mid-80s on Thursday with dry skies tomorrow, but better chances for rain out here across the Arkansas River Valley Friday and Saturday, possibly into Sunday. And as you make your plans for the rest of the week and the weekend at Woodland Park, we'll see beautiful temperatures on Thursday, great weather for some camping. Afternoon thunderstorms return to the mix Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Elizabeth?